What is going on, guys? I'm back now with another video, and I'm actually recording this the day after I just published my last video. The reason why is because, oh my god, dude, it's doing so well. It's doing like 300% better than any of the rest of my videos, which is just amazing. So thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope you're all learning even one or two things from these videos is all I ask for. And I hope you enjoyed them as well. Like, I try to make them as entertaining as possible, and I think I'm doing a good job. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, let's just hop straight into the video. Okay, so today's tutorial video, I say that in inverted commas because I don't know if I'm helping anyone. If I am, leave some comments down below and tell me. But today's video is about how to use sound cues in Krunker. Now, sound cues are basically when someone shoots, you know what position they are on the map by listening to their shot. Now, I listen to music when I play Krunker a lot, unless I'm trying to concentrate or I forget to turn on my music. But even then, when I have music on, if it's down low enough, I can still hear the sounds and it gives me good positioning. Now, a lot of people in the community would call this sound whoring. Excuse my French, but it's a term that's widely used for this strategy, this meta, I guess. But it's used widely in a lot of other FPS games, and in Krunker it's just as well used. So the few clips I have here today are hopefully going to explain to you how I do it and what kind of tools I use to discover where the enemy is based on their sound. So before I get into this first clip, I'm going to let the clip play out in its full with proper volume so that you guys can try and see what you realize in the clip. In this first clip, I'm running through the centre of Berg. As I run towards Long, I take a shot through one of the doors. This is because straight behind those doors, there's a spawn point, and if you're lucky, you'll hit a nice headshot. However, just after I shoot, I realise that there are two opponents fighting each other. I use the sound cues to know that the opponent on my right is close by, and use the direction of his bullets to indicate that he is on the same level of ground as me. As I move by the doors, I turn my body towards the player closest to me. This is because the player at a further distance would have a harder time attempting to shoot me from that distance than a player up close. I then look at the kill feed and realise that the opponent that was to the left of me is still alive. As I don't see him, I then proceed to reload my gun, but stay cautious that he'll come into my line of sight. I then hit a quick shot on him and instantly turn around. I do this because of my spawn point knowledge, which I'll explain further in my next video. So I start this clip on old kanji, and although this clip is slightly old, it does still work on recent versions of the game, as everything that I show you guys can be used on any map. I hear a shot to my left, and even though I don't know if it's aimed at me or not, I do a quick mouse flick over in that direction. I do this because all I have to see is a red bar, then I realise that there's a player there. I quickly turn back but miss my shot. I then proceed to strafe into cover and wait until I know that the player will be in the wide open. This is so he becomes an easy target. Finding cover to make your shots easier is also something that I'll cover when I make a video about movement, so stay tuned for that. Now, this is where sound cues really come into play, alright? Before taking my second shot on the Vince I killed, a gunshot was fired to the right of me. I take this into account to look for my next enemy. However, the thing that really proves how good sound cues are in this game is the sound of footsteps. When the player fired his shot previously, I knew he was close and that he was to the right of me. However, until I got on top of the high ground area, I didn't know where the opponent had gone. You can actually nearly notice the time it took me to add up all the calculations in my head of the sounds as I jumped off of the high ground. This is because I took into account that the opposition was to the right of me. Then I realised by the sound of his footsteps that he was still in the same position. I quickly make a flick and without hesitation I shoot. This is because of the map knowledge I know. I know the location on that opponent was standing in a tight corridor and it didn't leave for a whole lot of room to miss. Plus, this made an amazing looking clip, so... I begin this clip by running into church in Sub-Zero. As I run by one of the corridors to the right of me, I see a red health bar and also hear some gunshots. I quickly turn back to shoot the enemy, but I miss. As I follow him up the corridor, I listen for either gunshots or footsteps. I then combine my knowledge of spawn points and the sound cues I got to pick out where my opponent was. I turn the corner and pre-fire without hesitating. Although I missed the shot, the thinking behind the situation was right. I then have the decision to either keep my momentum and shoot the player in front of me, or do a quick 180 and shoot the player behind me. In this situation in particular, I actually chose the wrong decision. If the hunter in front of me was actually facing me, it would have been a smarter move to shoot him first, because he would have been in a better position to kill me rather than the opponent behind me. Luckily, the opponent behind me was visibly confused at where I'd went though, which gave me plenty of time to turn and finish him off and end up killing the hunter that was in front of me. So yeah guys, that's it. That's another tutorial video, I guess, done and recorded. I just want to thank you guys so much for the support. It's unbelievable in that last video. It's doing so well. So thanks very much for that. And I know this is going to be, well, it's not really shorter when I'm looking at the timestamps here, but the video is going to be a bit short. There's not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to sound cues and stuff in Krunker. It kind of like explains itself, so there's not really much to say about it. But I hope this helped you think about sounds more in Krunker and how useful they actually are and how you can use them to play to your best of your ability. But anyway guys, yeah, that's it for now. Thanks very much, and yeah, good luck. Peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along.